how's that possible? Through Christ, God's own seed has been planted in the personality of every believer. When you walk in a place, things you used to do, you might do them because of habit, but not because of joy. You no longer really have a desire to wallow in the slop that you wallowed in when you were a pig. Once you've been delivered from your pig nature, your desire is to be clean. The reason I keep going back to the same slopping yard, to the pig pen, is because I don't have a desire to be clean. I want to wear a sign that says I'm clean, but my heart has not been fixed. My heart will only be fixed when my heart is broken at knowing that it was sin that nailed Christ to the cross, but it was love that kept him up there. Can y'all hear what I'm saying? The devil's work in you is being unraveled by God so surely that no one who is born of God will continue to sin. I don't care who you are and where you've been. If you have accepted Christ and you are sincerely in love with the Lord, the devil's work in you is being unraveled right now. That whole ghetto mind that we talked about earlier is being unraveled right now. That mediocre lifestyle is being unraveled right now. Can anybody hear this? It's being torn down. This doesn't mean that you're going to be sinless. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that the saints will be sinless. Doesn't mean that. It means that you will no longer be a habitual sinner. That sin will not be your lifestyle. That's all we're saying here. When you look at this principle, when you come to appreciate this full principle of God's amazing sacrifice, suddenly you go to hating sin. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to be free from anything, learn to hate it. Y'all don't hear me? Hate it. The Bible says to love God is to hate evil. So learn to hate it. No, it doesn't mean that you are perfect. It does not mean that you're sinless, but it does mean that you cannot go on sinning because you have been born of God. You will never be an habitual sinner again. What brought all of this on, Pastor? Well, we fell when Adam fell. So I'm offering you now an opportunity. You can be free from all the excuses that you have in your life. And don't say, well, I don't have any excuses. Yeah, we all have some excuses. But we're being free from our excuses daily. The work of the devil is to put excuses in you. The work of the Lord is to unravel them and free you of them. We're being freed right now, Brother Sean, from every excuse in our life. Right now, I'm talking about as we speak, you're being freed. So now the doors of the church are open. The doors of the church is open. You may come by Christian experience. You may come as a candidate for baptism. You may come with a letter from a sister church. Whatever the case is, though, don't let the enemy block you. The doors of the church are open. You have an opportunity to come. Don't let the enemy block you. That's my normal message. Don't let the enemy block you. Because God won't block you. He's trying to get you unblocked. He wants you unblocked. Hello? He wants you to be unblocked. Come. Come. We're not going to take all day to do this. This is for you to be free. You can get up and shake that stuff off you right now. All those chains around your ankles and chains around your wrists, you can shake it off right now. You can take a step right now that would be the best step you've ever made in your life. I'm talking about right now, today. If you're here. While we sing this little praise, I want you to think about where God has brought you from. I come a long way, Lord. I come a long way. I come a long way, Lord. I come a long way. Oh, through hard trials, tribulations. Oh, I come a long way. Oh, Lord, I come a long way. I come a long way, Lord. I come a long way. Brought me all the way. When I was up,
all the way.
then I fell down.
All the way.
You were right there, Lord.
All the way.
You picked me up.
All the way.
And then you turned me around.
All the way.
You did it for me.
All the way.
On Calvary.
All the way.
When your home bled and died.
All the way.
Out on that tree.
All the way.
You set me free.
All the way.
Oh, yes, it did.
All the way.
They buried you
All the way.
in a borrowed grave.
All the way.
You laid in that grave
All the way.
for 3 long days.
All the way.
But then early,
All the way.
all it was early on Sunday morning. You got up from the grave. You had all power. It wasn't in your hand. And I'm glad
All the way.
that you got up for me.
All the way.
I'm glad
All the way.
that you set me free.
All the way.
You brought me.
Brought me.
Yes, you did.
brought me.
Nobody but you, Lord.
brought
You're the
me.
only one I
brought
can depend
brought
on.
me.
You got my
brought
hand
me.
in your hand.
brought
You're
me.
holding me.
brought me.
You're the only one
brought
who
me.
really understands.
brought me.
I'm glad
brought me.
that I know you.
brought me.
I'm glad
brought me.
that I love you.
brought me.
But most of all,
brought me.
I'm so glad
brought me.
you love me.
brought
Little
me.
old me.
brought me.
You love me.
brought me.
Nobody else
brought
ever
me.
did for me what you
brought
did
me.
for me. You
brought
did
me.
it.
You brought me.
Is that
You
wonderful?
brought me. You brought me. You brought me.
Anyone
You brought
want to
me.
say, Lord, I'm ready?
You brought me.
Anybody else?
You brought me. You brought
I just
me.
want you to think about what God has done in your
brought me.
life.
You brought
Now look, we gotta go,
You
but
brought
as we're
me.
leaving, I want you to think about what
brought
He's
me.
done. And then I
brought
want you to
me.
give Him the praise that He
brought
deserves.
me. You brought
So I'm going to
me.
ask everybody to help
You
me.
brought me. You
Show
brought
my
me.
and show your
You brought me.
gratitude to the
You
Lord.
brought me.
And we're going to do it by
brought
just
me.
saying thank you. Are you ready?
You brought